Well, hello guys, hello. I was just logging myself on. Oh my God, what a team we've got already. Hello, my darlings. Hello, everybody. So this is the Australia live show. The first of a few today. Hey guys, you'll be pleased to know I've got most of the paint off. But I do have to go back and just touch up a little bit. So, and my dryer's not working. Oh, it's all go. Anyway, right, let's get into it then. Okay, so Hoskins. Hi, everybody. Happy Sundays. Happy Sunday to us all. Oh, I love it. It's absolutely saling down in here. A right good day to do some cleaning, I think. Ina Hoskins, thank you so much to my favourite reader. What advice Spirit would give to me now that I have done everything regarding my situation? Do you see my babies moving school? I hope not. My boy in year 10. Okay. Right then, let's have a look. Okay. Yeah, so Spirit, what can you give her, please? What can you give her as reassurance, I think, for the future is what she's asking for. So what reassurances can we get about the scores, about everything else? Well, I'm getting no here. Okay, so maybe a no to the question regarding their child, but I'm getting like some extra support as well where this child is concerned. Okay, maybe they're not happy for some reason, or there's some unhappiness in something to do with school. So you may find, that this particular child is going to need a bit of extra help. Okay, so. Um, but I am getting unhappiness in a situation. I think he's still unhappy as well, Ina, with things, not working out. Has something just gone wrong, maybe? And it's thrown you off your track a little bit of the having faith no matter what. But I still feel the answer is no. So maybe no, the kiddie doesn't have to, leave school. Maybe because that kiddie has had a great deal of support as well, and you just don't want to go ahead and transfer all that emotion again to a new school. Okay, because certain information is shared from the schools to schools. You'll know that they have a school record. If you ever take your child out of midterm out of school, you can get a document of all the history and everything. And unfortunately, circumstances such as yours would be highlighted and recorded. So I think that's as well what it is, not wanting to sort of like trips through and begin again. But begin again is exactly what you're going to do, or that you've started to do. So please don't give up hope. Don't let the past few days as well, maybe, get in the way of having hope. Okay, you just have to have hope. A lot of times I do readings and I think, oh God, no chance, no chance. How can that happen? When all other information is contradictory. And then lo and behold, in a way that we never expected, the universe will deliver. So I do see you being unhappy right now, but I want you to change that, and embrace everything. If it's, if your kid has to move schools, then look forward to it and see some things as a blessing, like a new start and this, that, and the other. But I kind of think that you're worried about the child in particular. But you've got to turn this around again, Ina, and start thinking positively. When anything comes our way, we have to find a blessing in it. It's what makes us and helps us survive, okay, by seeing a positive, even in the worst situation going, okay. Rini Rossi, hello, my darling. Hello, Ina Hoskins. I assume you're an Australian. I'm in Los Angeles. Yes, happy Sunday. I don't care where you're from. I absolutely don't really. We have Australians, we have Canadians. I've had people in France. I've had Italy. Oh, Italy was a new one for me. So, you're all welcome. Hop on and off all day as much as you like. That's what I'm here for. Rini Rossi, hello BFP. Hello Rini, hello my darling. Rini Rossi, I'd like to know what Spirit or my family wants to say to me regarding the next month or two. What would Spirit say to Rini about the next month or two? Oh, it's a bit positive for you. Oh dear. Just when I spoke too soon. Okay, so you need an end to something. I'm seeing an end to something coming. Now, sometimes endings aren't bad, okay, but it can be. Here, I'm feeling like an ending of a situation maybe that's been bringing you down, and you're just waiting for it to end. And will it ever end? Well, I'm getting, in the most positive way, that there will be this ending that you so seek, okay? And you've asked between the next 1 and 2 months. I think this is a time to start sort of like as well, having a clear out, Rena, have a clear out, get rid of all that clutter. What else do they want you to know? Can you not end a pattern that you formed as well? Have you been keeping yourself in? Have you not been going places? Have you not been picking up the phone enough? I mean, I imagine you have. But I don't know. I just get like, maybe I want more out there. I want to see more out there as well. So I don't know what that means, but you want to see more out there. And a search, I'm getting a search, okay? A search that comes to an end. So hopefully, Rini, all these endings will be have a positive effect for you. Ina Hoskins, Rini, I'm in London. Oh, it's breakfast time, isn't it? It's breakfast time. It's 9:30 in the UK. Is it? No, it's 10:30. What am I on about? So from next week, when our clocks go back, the week after, I'll actually be reading at 9:30 as well. It threw me last year, but luckily my intuition said, just check this. And on the morning I was due to start reading, I realised, oh dear me, I have to be up there an hour sooner than I think. So I won't be caught out this year. I've been monitoring it. Even today I checked. Rini Rossi, I lived there as a child, loved it. Twickenham, actually. Do you know what? My nana lived there is it Clapham or Clapton? I don't know. It was quite rough. She had bars at the windows. She used to tell me some stories. But I remember I must have been about, I don't know, 10 years old, and there was a park outside the front. And that is where she introduced me to something called the Winos. The Winos, stay away from them Winos. Watch out from them Winos, and she was an elderly lady, and she did get mugged a couple of times as well, which was awful, absolutely awful. When you see the bruises, she bruised easily. But yeah, the Winos. So this is people, drinking cider bottles, probably, in the park, down and out, and all that, facing rough times. Of course, I never saw it like that at 10 years old. I just saw them as, a bunch of adults supping. That was it, supping. Oh dear. Then I went a few years ago with my son. Oh, it was more than a few years ago, actually. It was before my husband, so I'd say about 15 years ago. Took my son for the New Year's Eve. Never again. All the trains was closed. There was only letting so many people in at a time. People was nearly crushing you. Then I decided to get the bus. So we went on the bus. That was fine. Gets off the bus, walks straight into, like, I don't know, 4 or 5, youths kicking hell out of somebody. And by all measure, I wanted to step in, because I'm that kind of person. But I had my son with me, and he was very, very young, and I just thought, I'm not putting himself that. I tell you what, it left a very bitter, nasty taste in my mouth. to have to walk by, and now I understand why other people sometimes don't get involved. You know, you could be knifed or anything. They don't care anymore whether you're a woman, whether you're old, whether you've got a disability. You know, they don't think like that. They're little psychopaths basically. So yeah, want to impress. But my dad, my real dad, biological one, he lives there. You know, he's in Essex. Goes to London all the time. So I don't know. I like the airport and that's it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Uh, Debbie, hi all. Hello, 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 Debbie. Anne Stilger, hello everyone. Hello, hello, Anne. And so lovely to see you all. Donna Rigby, hi BFP. Great last two videos. Can you tell me if my son will be successful for the job he applied for last week? An opportunity to work with his sister. Oh, let's have a look, let's have a look, let's have a look. Will he get the job? Well, this isn't positive, okay? I'm getting it won't. I don't even think he gets an interview. Maybe let's have a look. Let's read that again. Yeah, I don't think this is an opportunity at all. Can I just ask Donna that you know, you get your son to look at his application and CV writing. Everything should be tailored to that one particular job, which means you can be tailoring and changing your CV and application form filling numerous times to suit each particular job. If he has done, the magic is this, okay? The magic to getting a job is this. You get a copy of the job specification and job description. If you don't know that, you can just type in under a career, you know, just type in what it is. So if it was, I don't know, hygienist, for example, you know, you would put in hygienist job description. So then you look for it, tell him to look for it, and pick out the things that he's that his skills have or experience can be turned around as such. And then he needs to match it to what you call the job specification. So they'll give you the job description, no doubt, but you need to be looking at the specification and getting examples as well, how you can turn things, experience around. And how I say this is that I've been in the job centre at one point in my little stint DWP. I was a recruiter for them, but I also I had a knack at the, like what we call the most challenging people to get jobs for, which was ex-druggers, druggies, offenders, you know, stuff like that. So what I once did, I'll never forget this one, because this guy was sat in front of me and he'd just been written off for years, you know. Nobody really was showing him what to do or anything, and I sat there and he had little or no self-worth, and he was an ex-drug seller and obviously user as well. And I turned around and I went, well, you have got some skills. He said, what do you mean? So I just said, well, you can answer the telephone, you know, when they ring you up. You can meet deadlines because you know, you get your stuff to them on time. You know, the list was endless, but you know, it was very, very creative as well. So, oh yeah, used to dealing with cash, you know, all sorts of things, you know. Deliveries, health and safety, even, you know, wearing a mask or, you know, using gloves and stuff like that. You know, sending communications like texts. So what you've got in you and your experience, you can actually turn around and use that format to get any job, and that is the magic. If you know, so he needs to listen to learn as well from this. So you know, I think there's just that many people as well competing that in this instance, you know, his sister is having no clout. Okay, so I just start seeing it at the moment. I'm definitely not even seeing an interview here. But if he applies that in the future, you know, he can always apply again. He can request feedback, you know, but normally the feedback is quite generic from employers, if indeed you get it. and they just say things like, there were so many candidates, blah, blah, blah. We just couldn't compete. Somebody more qualified than you. That's what they would say. Most employers just don't get back to you. There's that many people apply, they just can't do it. And it's a cost as well, isn't it? All that stamp, all those letterheads, all those envelopes. And then the time to send them all out. So that's why that he might not hear anything back. So I do hope he gets it. I do hope I'm wrong. But, it's just one of them things. Don't be disheartened. Maybe that job really isn't for him, So we'll say the universe knows what it's doing, but it needs him to know what he's doing in his CV writing, etc., and applying for jobs. Debbie, hi, can you tell me anything about my granddaughter's near future? Granddaughter's near future, please. Well, I've got news that we go, wow, wow. So I kind of feel like some results or something, is going well. Goes well. I just get wow. We've got a great opportunity as well. So something coming up for her to start anew. She's ready. She's got all the tools at her disposal to go ahead with this plan. So whether it be a job, whether it be moving house, the tools are there. Everything is there to make it possible for what she wants. However, as with all magician cards, it's like looking one way and we're not seeing something else. So I needed to look both ways. I wanted to look left and right, metaphorically. So she may be looking at going forward and having the tools. But is there something that she's, fundamentally just missed as well or not considered? So great card overall. But, there is a little but there, a tiny one. All obstacles can be overcome with the correct way of thinking. But for now, I'm going to say, it's wow. Wow. Oh, wow. That's it. She'll be pleased. Olive Grove, hi BFP, hi Olive. I hope everyone is safe and well. Could I please have a card for guidance for the next 2 weeks? Many thanks from Southeast Queensland. I don't know why, but I sense Australia is going through a bit of a problem at the moment, so I'm not sure what the uproar is. I just hope it settles, settles. Can we have a card, please, for Olive for the next 2 weeks? So I'm getting out a short notice thing, changes last minute, last minute, okay? This is kind of the card we've got for Liz Truss, so watch out. I'm only joking, but it's similar. Right, so I just feel like, just watch out here, Olive. Because I just feel like an unpleasant male comes on the scene, but it's not that he hangs about. He doesn't hang about. So I would just be, I would be careful, for the next 2 weeks. I'd try and avoid anything negative. I just feel like you could be in the dark about something, and then like there's a sort of like a bad news coming, but it's from somebody else, it's from somebody else. I know this card. This is a skank, okay? This is somebody who's got problems and will try and involve you in them as well. I do feel like it's younger. I just don't like him. I get a real bad energy around him. So I'm not saying you're in life-threatening danger or anything like that, but I do see somebody, trying to be aggressive in some way. Maybe, aggressive to you is the way people speak out of turn. Aggressive to me means that, in my world, somebody's going to try and clock me or bagel me or something. So don't be too worried, but just bear it in mind that this male is coming towards you, or, oh dear, just I want you out of it. Just stay out of it, okay? So yeah, I've got a few changes and somebody dropping out as well. Do see that person has problems, you know. I just see the person has problems. There's no love there, neither, Olive. So, you know, maybe this is someone you just heard of or don't know. Ina Hoskins, yes, he got the worst out of our situation at home. So spot on as his elder one. Thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome, darling. Doggy Lover, hello, hello, hello. Hi, BFP, great to be here. Great to have you all here. Anne Stilger, I'm looking at a unit to rent tomorrow. Am I going to be okay financially if I take it? I have also looked at a very small business with a small startup cost. Would this be viable? So, you know, we're looking at your two choices here, one and no, A and B, A and B, you know. So what would be the outcome for A? So taking on a small unit, blah, blah, blah. Is somebody working from home? You know, have you been working from home? Is this causing so like you know, the Ten of Cups reversed is discord, you know, lack of harmony as well. So I'm getting a lack of harmony here. Where is the home? Okay. What about option B? That's caused a few rows, I think. You know, option A is causing a few rows, even if you know you're unsettled. Okay, you're definitely not content. I'm kind of getting you know, with option B, as long as you, you know, that would be the correct judgment, maybe. So is it a step down? Is it something like smaller than what you was going to go for? Because if that's the case, then I recommend option B, low startup cost as well. Everything just takes hard work to put that magic in. So I'm seeing like papers they're looking into it more. But your intuition is looking at you're looking at, you've got A right in front of you, but something is telling you it's not really for you. Okay, it's not really for you. So there's another way that they're presenting for you, which is option B. This looks okay. You know, it's a good judgment, a fair outcome as well. Like anything, there'll be stuff that you haven't prepared for. However, that looks the better option. And I think you would feel more content and there would be less discord as well. Now, you can always do this and if you need to, you know, go get this place later. I feel like the first one could be a bit of an overcommitment, okay, which would take the joy out of whatever it is that you're going to do. So just bear that in mind. You know, I won't base your decision on what I say. I would go and ask you to, now you can see, maybe, you know, gain perspective of what is right for you. Are you going to be worried all the time? You know, could this A1 be, you know, overstretching yourself? You know, that kind of thing. So, you know, maybe smaller is better in this case. Sandra Fletcher, hi from Australia, BFP. Hello, my darling. Hello, hello. 8:30 on a night, you'll be sat there with your cuppa and hot chocolate, will you? or a glass of wine, maybe. Sandra, yeah, done that. Donna Rigby, is MM setting herself up to fall all the time on purpose for extra attention? She certainly does. You know, she certainly does know what she's doing. She gets things in, you know. And what I've noticed is, you know, where before, as the media would pick up on one thing, Meghan is actually now doing about 3 or 4 things, so that if that don't get picked up, that will, anything, anything really. Let's have a look though. Is she, is Meghan setting herself up for a fall intentionally? Yeah, she needs to, she's trying to make out she's really, really charming at the moment. She's trying to put on a pretty face, isn't she? She's looking for more deals. This is about, the reason she does these things is to get herself in the paper. She is unarguably, I know I didn't say that right, but, she is unarguably the most famous person on this planet. Okay, it's in a bad way, I know, but it's she is. I've never seen Meghan Mania like it with anybody else. Maybe it's to do with the internet and technology these days, but I'm telling you, she's in our faces every bloody day. So this is what she wants. She's rushing as well, though. She's rushing things, so you're going to see a full-on rush of stuff. So apparently, between the Queen passing away, we've got like 3 or 4 weeks of stuff that we're catching up on with her. So yeah, there's more to come here. There's more to come. She is not charming at all, I've known some people in my time. I really have, and they have been difficult and challenging. But the negativity, what I am pleased to see though is that she's not getting away with it as much, and more people now are coming out. When you get the likes of Whoopi Goldberg and all the rest of them coming out, there's loads, isn't there, at the moment, and they're also like going against Meghan. So Meghan has 2 audiences. Okay, she has us. And she has like the Hollywood set stars and directors, 2 different things. We were shouting that she's, not right from the beginning, that her intentions wasn't good. But it seems all these other stars now in Hollywood, they're all closing ranks. Nobody wants to be associated with her, and now people are starting to come out. Bethany Frankel, is another example, of them all coming out, and so like putting the spoke in, putting their opinion in. And the worse Meghan feels about this, okay, the worse Meghan feels about her PR, the more desperate she is. She cannot stop. Right, so she's in position now to take a seat back from PR and not get involved and let other people do it. But she just can't do it. She can't sit back. She wants, she's twisting everything to her favour, and that's making life she's become just a nightmare. She is a nightmare for PR. Rini Rossi, thank you, BFP. I want to end it, period. Liza Goldie, hi honey, I'm hoping you are well. I am, thank you. Can you please tell me if my health with my stomach will be settled? Kind hugs, Lisa Hildy, West Australia. Oh, bless you. Oh, bless you. Or Liza, I think it is, isn't it? Liza. Will her stomach be sorted? Will her health get sorted? Nah, I don't feel you healing at all. I don't know if you've tried to go for a treatment of something and then you've been blocked. The answer's no. I hate to say this, but I do feel the universe is saying that your expectations are a bit unrealistic. Okay, so unrealistic could be that this is a situation that can only be managed and not cured. Yet you're thinking, eventually. I mean, you don't know. In a few years' time, technology does change and new treatments come out. But yeah, so I'm getting don't be swayed by an easy option. Now, what do they mean by that? Don't be swayed. Is there something that you could be doing as well to improve the condition? You know, rather than just thinking, well, it's somebody else's job to sort it. So maybe you know, the path between there needs looking at. Okay, so start looking at the things that you could possibly do. You know, when people say use a hot water bottle or sleep on your side or go swimming, you know, we think, oh, no, 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 we want a pill or an operation to take it away, don't we? I kind of feel that's how I'm describing things as well. So at the moment, you know, I'm getting that you're not getting your wishes so far. But, you know, if you follow the guidance, okay, if you follow what they've told you, no matter, we do listen, don't we? Oh, drink more water, the doctor says. The doctor says this, the doctor says that. When it doesn't, you know, when we don't agree with it or it doesn't validate our feelings, we tend to ignore that guidance, and some of that guidance can be pretty helpful. So I hope that helps you. And again, any medication, medical conditions always should be followed with, you know, doctor's advice, medical advice, and research as well for your own, you know, sake. And don't buy anything off the internet as well. They've just thrown that. Don't buy anything off the internet. Find another way. Lala, hi BFP. I have a goal to take some time off full-time work to have a break. I have a savings goal to reach. Can your guide suggest ways I could earn extra income to do this? Of course, I will try. Of course. Let me just have a sip of my coffee. Ah, that was funny, wasn't it? Eh? Have a sip of my coffee. Don't be buying the coffees. Okay, so that's one thing. Your little luxuries. Stop. You know, stop. You'll find it's better for your health as well in the short term. So, yeah, no coffees. That's one. No Starbucks. No nothing. Are you buying some? You know, look at what you're buying as well. Start with your cleaning products. Can you save money there? You know, how many bottles of polish have you got in your cupboard? Could you be doing like vintage and selling some clothes online? You know, these are all the things, but they do take a bit of work. Once you've got into the habit of it and you've overcome your fears and you know how easy it is, in the UK you can just sell something on eBay or Gumtree, you know, those kind of things. So there's all those. You need to be looking in your house, okay, your home, for these things. Can you drop £1 off that expensive conditioner? You know, do you have to have the best bananas? You know, so there's all those sorts of things. Unplug everything at night, practically that you can. You know, switch everything off. And so there's those ways, okay. But is there any other ways, please? Yeah, I'm getting auction, you know, auctioning stuff off. So whether it be clothes, whether it be kitchen scales, you know, all the stuff that you'd want to throw out. I know you feel like, oh, this won't make a difference. It's pounds, pennies, pence, okay. But it would, okay? Because look at that, you know, you're getting a balance here as well. Why am I looking at your hair all the time? I mentioned shampoo. So do you get your hair done? Could you do without, you know, instead of 3 appointments a year? I mean, I've only had one so far. I've been growing my bleach out, but you know, uh, look at those things as well. I'm getting selling auction, selling things, you know, selling things, and I do feel like this could be on land as well. I'm getting legal. Do you know what? I got this from my son the other day, but it was right next to his car, and he was waiting for his license to come through for something. And I said to him, oh, you've got legal things, you know, it'll all go in your favour, but you won't be happy at first. Well, his car clonked out, and then in the end, he had to sell it. So, you know, this to me reminds me of selling stuff. Start in your home, you know, start in your home, and then start looking further afield. So all these savings can be done. You don't have to do anything. Turn the heating off extra, you know, save your water, and stuff like that. Get into that habit and the discipline in your home, and that is yourself. And then, you know, you never know. You might think, oh, this is all right. This is all right. You could be buying somebody else's junk next and sending stuff off. So, you know, look at those things. I think they're very important. You know, all these small changes don't really affect your life, but they affect your bank balance, okay? So that's something that you do have control over. Good luck, and let me know how you get on. You'll get the bug for it. Barbara Grace, hi, does my son have a message for me? Oh, bless you, Barbara. So you're going to, I saw your comments, you're going to Cape Town, are you? How lucky are you? Okay, can we have a message from their son, please? Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh my God, you've got the King of Cups. Can you see him? He's all grown up now. He's all grown up, you know. He is. He's looking handsome, isn't he? He's looking handsome. So I'm getting a chair here. So I don't know whether he's saying take a seat or I just see him stood near a chair. Well, I get like stood up a lot, okay? Stood up a lot. I think by this very card, he's letting you know that he never stopped watching you, never stops loving you, you know. But he's a very, very caring person. I say that he was quite vulnerable and maybe, you know, I'm getting sensitive here, sensitive. But, you know, by all accounts, he's not with you all the time, okay? He's popped in to say hello, and then he'll be off back, and that's as it should be, okay? We shouldn't have spirit or be begging for spirit to be around us all the time. It's not healthy, okay? So I am getting let go, Mum. Mum. Let go, let me go, let me go. You'll never let him go in that sense, but has there been an intense period recently where you know you've thought about, oh, he's all over me, oh, I've got the tingle, oh, you are so blessed, honest to God, all that love, yeah, you've oh, it can't stop it, it's wavering everywhere, it's really odd when you feel it, you know, it's really odd, it brings tears to your eyes. Yeah, you've been thinking about him a lot recently. So, you know, he wants you to put that aside. He wants that to be put aside. I don't know if you've been worrying that, you know, you want the perfect parent and you want this and you didn't do this, or, you know, how you felt and maybe a time when you've fallen out or something. You know, you don't worry about those stuff, okay? You don't. They're not real in your head, okay? They're not real, darling. So he wants that. He wants you to take that away. Oh, how wonderful. I can't tell you how much this guy loves you. Oh, he does. All that love. I wish you could feel it. I hope you can anyway. It's a right good tingle. Very strong. Strongest I've had. Marie, oh, that's it. Marie Rex tuned in to listen to your cute accent. Can understand you now. Best love to everyone from, I think that's either England, Canada, Australia. I can't see the flag. Where's my magnifying glass? Anyway, yes, my accent and the fact that I can talk fast as well. I haven't got time to slow down their speech because it goes in, it has to come out. And if I think about it or anything, I'm losing the messages. Sometimes I do lose the message, you know, because I've tried to slow down or do something different. Or if I've just got distracted, So yeah, those messages come in and they do not stay with me. I will never ever remember the majority of readings. I suppose if you prompted me, I may recall just a little bit, or some for varying reasons where emotion is great emotion is involved. So yeah, thank you for persevering. Oh dear. Oh, you should hear me when I'm drunk. Maybe not. Oh dear. Oh, slurring your words, talking real fast, and the accent. Well, at least the locals around here understand me. Anne Stilger, thank you for your advice. I would love the unit, but as I'm on a limited income, I'm worried. My children want me to move and have told me they will help, but I'm not sure. Anne, I'm sorry, darling. What you need to do is do everything without the children say so. I mean, one could fall out with you. You'd think it unfathomable at the moment, but things could change. Their circumstances could change. Somebody could come out of work. So you have to do what is secure for you, that you can do. If they want to help you, they can give you some money to furnish it, can't they? But as for helping long term, nah, never a good idea. Never ever a good idea. And it wouldn't make you feel good, would it? Feel independent and owned by your children. And you would worry. You're a decent person. You'd be worrying about the impact as well. So let's not put ourselves in a struggle, okay? Not. Diane C, can you pick a card for me for the next 3 months? Is anything happening? What does the universe want me to know? Thank you. Oh, bless you. Do you know what? I love the way that you all refer to the universe, because it is the universe, I don't see it as spirit, because I know spirits are there. But it's this energy, that I tap into. So if I want to try and heal you, I don't send you my positive thoughts. No, I give a right good shot to the universe, and then I ask them to deliver it, okay? Because they know where you are and how to, give you it. I do believe in it. Strong thoughts can, bring things about. Okay, bring things about. What we got for the next 3 months, my darling, for Diane? Oh, I got a sigh there. Are you sick of waiting? Waiting. Oh, waiting. Yeah, well, right now the universe wants to warn you of a man that can't be trusted. Is this some kind of like a tradesperson maybe, or something, connected where money changes hands? Maybe you're going to consider paying for a service or going ahead with something, and maybe you've got a couple of doubts. Look for your intuition that says, and the intuition is not the thoughts that stay the longest, the ones that just pop in and pop out, and that's it. That's all I need. They don't need to be around all day telling you. It's the ones the thoughts that pop in, pop out. So I'm gonna say avoid this man. He's a bit of a con man. He'll let you down. He won't carry out the work to a good standard. So that's what I need you to focus on. But it's as if you'll think where the side came in is, it's like you've been waiting for something, and then the opportunity comes along, but the person isn't right. Okay, so I don't know who this is, but I do see like it can't be trusted. Okay, I feel like this person is unreliable, and I do feel like it's a job man or something like that. But I won't rule anything else out, So just be careful where who you're giving your money to as well. Oh yes, be careful, be careful. If somebody asks you to invest in something, no, say no. The truth is, hard, good money has to be obtained by hard work. When you've got money, you can draw money, okay, to you. It makes it a little bit easier. But in your circumstance, I'm just going to say, hold back, hold back. Now, you've got this, it's not now, it's any time between now and the 3-month period. So please just, if you are having anybody, do all your research, due diligence, follow up references, or, check out things. But, any dodgy cockamamie schemes on their line, stay away from, stay away. It's not good. Liza Goldie. Hi, hon. The eastern states of Australia are under dreadful floods. We need prayers for them. Oh my God. Thank you, hun, for your truthful reading. Hugs, Liza Holdley, Western Australia. Oh, bless you. Oh, bless you. Do you know what? I've sensed when I come up here, and then I said it was raining. It was pouring down. Oh, I'll be focusing with the universe. We should all do that, just send your love and healing to Australia, please. Go through the universe so they know where to deliver it. Sandra Fletcher, message retracted, darling. So I don't know what happened there. Would somebody ever explain to me what that means when I see it? I've never retracted a message. Donna Rigby, thanks BFP, love your show. Oh, bless you. Sandra Fletcher, I always enjoy your tarot. BFP, I wish the UK all the best with your government. Well, somebody will be in it. Somebody will be in it. Don't you find, excuse me. Do you know what I'm finding at the moment in the world as well? Not just the UK, but we've had COVID. Then we've had, our government. We've had their queen pass away. I think in the last 3 or 4 years, I'm going to go back 4 years. I think there's just one thing after another here, I mean, all this electrics and the war going on as well. I mean, this has never been so, everything's so condensed into a short period, Now, going back to blackouts, in the UK, I mean, we stayed in our houses and now we have to switch the electrics off. I tell you, I don't know what the world's coming to, but, this is some serious disruption here, and I can't help but feel there's something divine about this as well, okay? I mean, all right, if we have to sit with our electrics off and stuff like that, well, I know exactly what I'll do. Well, I'll go for a walk, I'll go for a walk, or we'll chat somewhere, go outside and chat, just do something different without the electrics on. I don't see how that'll work, my mum's on a nebulizer, oxygen tank, everything, so they can't switch them off, can they? Olive Grove, thank you, BFP. Please like for BFP, everyone. Oh, you're welcome. Lala, thank you so much. You're so welcome. Diane C, my daughter has applied for a new job. Will she get it? Thank you. Oh, will the daughter get the new job? Okay, the moon. This is neither a yes nor a no. I think she gets an interview. That's what they're showing me. I think she gets an interview. What she needs to do is go back on this and listen to the section where I said about application forms, filling them in, because this is the same for an interview as well. Be prepared for the questions, do your research, look at the company and what's it all about, and stuff like that. So I don't feel like, do you know as well what's popped into my head? Why if she didn't get that job, but she was offered a different job, because I'm getting luck beneath. So she's maybe applied for that. We have, in some situations, we have grades. So you'd have what you call AO and then an AA. So an administration officer to an administration assistant. Okay, so I kind of feel like it might not be the job she applies for, but there is something there to be had. Okay, so she might get suited to a different role. Okay, I do find that this role will be much easier compared to the top one, and then eventually she can always rise. Okay, so I kind of feel like that. So you know what we see on the surface, that job, maybe it's something else underneath that's offered something different. Okay, so lovely, lovely, lovely to be able to read that. I thought confusion, yeah, there'll be confusion. Bless. Okay, so we're nearly an hour in, and I'm going to go now. Then, aren't I? I'm going to see you guys at is it 4:30 in the UK, 11:30 in the USA? Is it? I think that's right. But anyway, don't quote me. I think so. Yeah, it is because it's this evening. That's 1/4 past. That always throws me. Yes, I've got 2 half hours and then a 1/4 past. Yeah. So anyway, guys, enjoy your Sunday. I'm going to enjoy mine. Getting ready for stuff. I love it when a plan comes together. So thank you very much, guys, for having me. I've loved reading for you all, and I'll be back soon with another live show later. Bye now. Bye bye.